I'm Brittany Lewis with Forbes Breaking News. During Senate floor remarks on Thursday, Senator Chuck Schumer spoke about a bill to legalize cannabis federally. Schumer said he is proud to be the first majority leader to support ending the federal prohibition on cannabis. Schumer also praised the bill for expunging the federal criminal records of nonviolent cannabis offenders and for its potential economic opportunities. Here's more from the majority leader.
Nearly 90% of Americans live in a state that has legalized cannabis for either medical or adult recreational use. New York legalized cannabis in 2021, and even voters in deep red South Dakota voted to legalize it for adult recreational use. Cannabis legalization has proven immensely successful at the state level, so it is time that Congress catches up with the rest of the country. Last year, Senators Wyden, Booker, and I released a discussion draft of the Cannabis Administration and Opportunity Act after receiving more than 1,800 public comments and working with numerous Senate committees to improve the bill. Today, we are introducing this historic legislation. I am proud to be the first majority leader ever to say that it is time to end the federal prohibition on cannabis. And this bill provides the best framework for updating our cannabis laws and reversing decades of harm inflicted by the war on drugs. I've had many productive conversations with my Republican and Democratic colleagues about cannabis reform, and I look forward to working with members from both sides of the aisle to secure support for this bill. Our bill will legalize cannabis by removing it from the Controlled Substances Act, empowering states to create their own cannabis laws instead. It will establish a robust regulatory system to protect public health and ensure that cannabis is as safe as possible. It includes rules to prevent impaired driving, prevent youth access, and prevent illegal diversion. We also robustly fund a variety of research programs to make up for lost time when it comes to cannabis research. Our bill will also, so important, our bill will also expunge the federal criminal records of people with convictions for nonviolent cannabis offenses and allow those in federal prison for nonviolent cannabis offenses to appeal their sentences. It's a tragedy that far too many Americans, particularly Black and Hispanic Americans, have permanent blots on their record, making it nearly impossible to move forward with their lives just because they were arrested with a little marijuana in their pocket. How unfair, and what a waste of human resources. Our bill will also establish an opportunity trust fund to reinvest in communities that have been devastated by the war on drugs. And it will create opportunities for entrepreneurs and small businesses to legitimately pursue new opportunities in the growing cannabis industry. And of course, underlining it all, this bill is about individual freedom and basic fairness. The fact that cannabis remains a Schedule I controlled substance in the same bad company of other drugs like heroin is not just senseless, it's deeply harmful for countless Americans, again, almost always people of color, and it impinges on the freedom of all of us. If this is working in all the states, why not let people use it? We need to change that. We need to change the lack of freedom and fairness. We need to create opportunities for entrepreneurs to legitimately pursue new opportunities, and comprehensive federal cannabis legislation is critical to reaching that goal. I want to extend my deep appreciation to Senators Booker and Wyden, as well as all of my colleagues who have worked with us on this important and long overdue change. I want to thank Senators Murray and Senator Peters and all the chairs of the more than 10 Senate committees who worked with us over the past several years to significantly improve the bill from the discussion draft we released last year. This bill would not be possible without the hard work of them and their staffs. I want to stress that this is the beginning of the legislative process, not the end. We're going to work hard to create support for our bill, and I hope we can make more progress towards cannabis reform in the future. I look forward to working with Democrats and Republicans to get something done this year.